Hello, hi, welcome to Feel Good Pregnancy. Today I've got a lovely upper body stretch for you. We're going to focus on relieving tension in your neck, in your shoulders, the upper back, as well as opening up through the chest. So designed for your first trimester, because I'm currently at week 9. However, it is safe for your whole pregnancy, especially if you're using the blocks. So I'm going to use these 2 blocks today throughout my routine. If you haven't got those particular blocks, you can use 2 books of a similar size or a thick blanket rolled up. So make sure you've got some water on standby to sip throughout the workout whenever you need. And as always, listen to your body. If anything feels strange, just back off. And also, if you are newly pregnant, just double check with your doctor that it's safe for you to start a new workout routine. So grab what you need and I'll meet you here. Okay, so let's begin down on our mats. Grab hold of your blocks if you have them. Pop them on the lowest level. If you haven't got the blocks, don't worry, just put your hands on the floor here. Okay, so coming into all 4 position, make sure that your knees are directly below your hips and that your shoulders are directly above your wrists. So find that good position. We're going to do a cat-cow with a variation. So let's inhale, bring the tailbone and the head up, shoulders come down the spine. And as we exhale, we're going to curve the back, but also bring the bottom towards the heels, getting that lovely stretch down the arms. Inhale, repeat that motion, coming up, curling that spine. Exhale. So use your breath here, focus in. Go nice and slowly to really open up that chest, bring those shoulders down. And as you exhale, expel all the air and feel that pull down the arms. Let's do it a couple more times. Okay, coming to your all 4 position. You're going to pop your blocks, if you have them, towards the edge of the mat. Keeping your hips where they are, you're going to let your arms come down into puppy pose. Chest comes down towards the ground. Let your head hang in between your arms, keeping the hips up. So we're really stretching here through the shoulders, through the arms. Breathe into it. It's quite an intense one, but a great one just for relieving that tension in the upper shoulders, upper back. Okay, with your core engaged, you're going to lift back up. Bring those blocks, if you have them, back towards you. In the same position, you're going to bring your elbows, your forearms out onto the blocks, and then onto the elbows. Bring your hands into prayer position. Again, your hips are up. It's going to lower the chest down to the ground again. Let the head hang a little bit further down and bring your prayer hands over your head if you can. You're going to feel a really deep stretch down the triceps. Breathe into it. Keep that core strong to keep yourself balanced. And so not all the pressure's on those elbows. Okay, core strong, releasing back up nice and slowly. You can use your hands just to push yourself all the way back up. And then you can remove those blocks again, just slightly out. Hands come onto the floor in your all 4 position. You're going to bring the left arm out and tuck it behind you so your hand comes to the middle of your back. And then with your core strong, look down towards the mat, and we're just going to start to rotate the shoulder up, and your gaze can follow up towards the ceiling. It's only a small motion, but what we're doing here is rotating the thoracic part of the spine, and then just come back down. Do that a few more times. So inhale, come up, nice and slowly. You might go a little bit further this time. Exhale. Inhale, let's come up. Push a little bit further. Exhale, come back. Release that arm. Thread it through the right hand side. Bring your ear to rest on the ground. And you can release your right arm on top of your block if you have it, or on the floor, wherever you are. And then just breathe into this one, letting the shoulder come down onto the ground. This is a lovely one to release tension in the shoulder. Just breathe into it. Good. Okay, you can bring your right hand down, back on the floor, pushing through the palm, coming all the way back up to the all four position for the other side now. So let's release that right arm out to the side, flip it over so your back of your palm, back of your hand comes to the middle of your spine. We're going to inhale, rotate through the shoulder, looking up towards the ceiling if you can. Exhaling, come down. Let's repeat that motion. Inhaling, come up. Exhaling, come down. One more time. Going to go a little bit further this time if you can. Just push into that shoulder a little bit. And release. Arm comes out to the side, tucks all the way under the left hand side. Bring the shoulder and the ear to the mat. And then you can release that top arm up and over onto the mat or onto your block, wherever you are. And just breathe into this lovely stretch on the shoulder. Very good. Okay, and with the core strong, pushing all the way back up, and then we're going to bring those blocks back down. A little bit further than hip width apart. Bring your hands to rest on the edge. And we're going to bring the hips all the way forward, bring the shoulders down the spine, coming up on to the tops of your feet if you can, for a lovely up dog, stretching all the way through the abs here and opening up the chest. Breathe into this one. If it's too much for you, just bring those knees down. But if you can, engage the glutes, engage the thighs, and really pull up to get that movement in the shoulders, opening up through the chest. Very good. Release back down. Tuck those toes. We're going to push all the way into a downward dog. Have your knees bent here. Let's bend one knee and then the other. You'll notice with the blocks you get more of a stretch through your arms, which is perfect for this workout. Okay, and let's just release the right knee up into the middle of the blocks or your hands. We're going to drop that back knee down. Engage the core, engage the glutes as you lift all the way up. Crescent lunge. I want you to really pull those shoulders away from the ears. Ever such a slight back bend. Looking slightly up towards the ceiling. Okay, and then bring the arms in front of you and let's open up through the left hand side, looking over your left shoulder, coming all the way back. Let's inhale, open. Exhale, back. One more time, inhale, open. Push a little bit further. And exhale all the way back. Hands come down, pushing back into your downward dog. Let's release the left knee up. Bring the right knee down into your crescent lunge. And let's inhale. Core is strong, glutes are engaged. Shoulder blades down the spine, pulling the shoulders free from the ears. Allow yourself to look up ever so slightly towards the ceiling. Beautiful stretch through the core. Engage the fingers so you feel the stretch down the arms. Very good. And then exhale the arms in front of you. Inhale, opening up through the right hand side. Exhale, come back. Let's try that one again. Inhale. Exhaling back. One more time, inhaling. Push a little bit further and exhaling all the way back. Hands come down. We're going to push back into our downward dog. Again, you can move around this position. Okay, coming to stillness. Bring both heels towards the left-hand side. You'll feel your hips coming over to the left-hand side. Keep your upper body roughly where it is. And then switch over to the right side. So you're getting a stretch down the side of your body. So the left-hand side on this one, and then right on this one. Okay, do that a few times. Very good. Okay, coming back to the center. Drop the right knee down to the ground. Extend the left leg out and put the edge of the left foot facing towards the edge of the mat. Then you're going to open up all the way through the left hand, stretching open through the chest. And keep that left foot really pinned to the ground. And then you can open up so your hand comes towards the top of the room, keeping that shoulder back as much as possible. Very good. Coming back. Rotate the arm back down, coming all the way back into your downward dog. Let's twist again to the left and to the right. One more time. Come back to center. Let's drop that left leg down this time. Right foot comes to the edge of the mat, opening up through the right hand side. Bring the shoulder blades together. Breathe into it. Then let's release that arm over towards the front of the room. Just bring that shoulder back. Beautiful stretch all the way down the arm and the side body. Rotate that shoulder back into your downward dog position. And you can bring both knees all the way down onto the ground. You can remove one block off to the side if you have the blocks, and grab another block and just place it in between your feet and come to sit on top of your block. Now, if you've watched my other videos, you'll see that I do like to do this because I feel just more comfortable, especially if I'm feeling queasy. I like to have that extra space. But if you don't like this position, just sit on the floor on your knees however you want. There's no pressure here, whatever feels good to you. So get in your comfortable position, roll the shoulder blades down the spine, inhale the right arm up, but face the palm out towards the right. Then inhale the left arm up, the left palm faces out towards the left, and then grab hold of the palms if you can. And then just pull those arms slightly back behind you. So we're getting a lovely stretch through the shoulders here. Just breathe into this position for a moment. And then we're going to come over towards the left and looking over slightly towards the right. A very, very small movement here. Just working into that special place in the back, which is quite difficult to get to, just in that middle part of the back. Okay, coming back slowly. Let's change the hands over and moving over towards the right, looking over to the left. Being sure to breathe. Very good, coming back to the center. And release the arms and pull them all the way back down. Now, grabbing hold of your right wrist with your left hand behind you. So it's sort of this position, okay? Let me do it and I'll turn around and show you. So your right hand comes diagonally behind you, your left hand grabs the wrist, and you're pulling gently, very gently towards the left hand side as you bring your head also toward the left hand side, so you're getting a beautiful stretch down your right trap here. Okay, so let me turn back around and show you from this angle. Okay, so right hand comes across in diagonal motion, just pulling very gently, nothing major, and my head comes down to meet it. That beautiful stretch down the trapeze muscle. So just breathe into this one. If you've got any tension, this is a really good one to release that tension. It might feel a little bit sore as you're doing it, so make sure you relax the shoulders down and breathe. Very good. Okay, and now we're going to release that right hand down to the side. Inhale, the left arm comes up. We're going to curl the body over and then bring that left hand up and over, stretching through the left body. You can extend that right arm out further if you need to. Really stretching in to the left hand side. Just pull that shoulder back, pull both shoulders back. And then if that feels comfortable for you, you can fold that top arm over into a tricep stretch. Breathe into it. And release all the way back over, coming all the way back up. And then we're going to release that arm down, grabbing hold of both hands behind you like this, behind you, pulling the shoulder blades together, opening up through the chest. I want you to try and pull those arms away from the back. If you can't see me, I'll quickly show you. So we're doing this position, shoulder blades down the spine. So this is a really good one to open up the chest, but also really easing tension in the shoulders. So make sure the shoulders are down, they're not up as you do this. They're down the spine, relax down the spine, and then you're pulling your fists away from the body. What you can do here is you can breathe up and then exhale down. Breathe up and exhale down, if that feels better for you. If it feels better in a static motion, that's fine too. Just stay in the pose for a few breaths. Exhale fully, really opening up through that chest. Brilliant. Okay, release all the way back down slowly. Bring the right arm up overhead. Place the hand in between your shoulder blades. Release the left arm down and up, and try and grab hold of both hands behind your back. If you can't do that, just grab hold of your t-shirt. Again, let me turn around and show you. So you're aiming to grab hold of the hands if you can, or if you can't, just grab hold of your t-shirt like this, or if you have a strap, grab hold of a strap. It doesn't matter where you are, the idea is just to try and work on that range of motion. So let's inhale the arm up, grabbing hold of wherever you are. Try and peel that shoulder, the right hand shoulder, away from the body, so your tricep is away from the head slightly, so you have space, you can move your neck. Okay, so just breathe into this one for another breath. Inhale and exhale fully. Release slowly all the way back down. What we're going to do now is bring the hands to the shoulders. We're going to rotate one way and then the other, just releasing that big stretch. Okay, release all the way back down. You're going to grab hold of the left hand this time with the right wrist like we did earlier. So we're bringing that left arm slightly over diagonally down, and we're bringing our heads towards the side, the right hand side. So that beautiful stretch all the way down your left trap muscle here. Okay, so just breathe into it. If it's uncomfortable, just back off slightly. You can bring your left arm slightly further up. Just play around with it. Breathe into it. One more breath here. And release all the way back down. Bring your left hand onto the floor. Beside you, inhale, the right arm comes up. Curl the body over and then rotate all the way over, opening up through the chest, pulling that shoulder back. Inhaling, full exhale. If this is too easy, bring that left hand slightly further out. And if you feel up to it, let's pull that right hand down, getting that lovely stretch through the tricep. And release all the way back up. Okay, and release all the way back around. This time we're going to inhale the left arm up. Pull that hand down to the middle of the shoulder. Bring the right hand behind. Try to grab onto your fingers if you can. If not, your t-shirt. If not, a towel. This side for me is much, much tighter. My right shoulder is much, much tighter, and I can really feel that. So I've got to really try and relax that side. Breathe into it, because it will improve with practice. So again, just bring your tricep away from the ear ever so slightly. Give you that space, and just breathe into this stretch. One more breath here. Release all the way back up and release that arm down. Let's rotate the shoulders one more time. Okay, grab hold of your hands onto the shoulder and just rotate. Nice big, big circles. Go slowly here. Oh, close your eyes and just feel that release after those big stretches. Okay, let's release on the other side, coming forward now. Very good. Okay, and release back down. Give the shoulders a shrug. And let's just remove that block for now. Coming to lie on our backs. Okay, bring the shoulders down the spine. Just get nice and comfortable. You're going to release the arms out into a T shape. I want you to engage your core here. As you bring the legs up, knees come up, your shins are parallel with the mat, and with the core super strong, you're going to let your legs come over to the left hand side, and let your head come over to the right. So just notice here what your shoulders are doing. Perhaps your right hand shoulder is really lifting. That's absolutely fine. Just notice, just be aware of it. Just try and pull the shoulder down without too much force. And just breathe into it. This is a beautiful one to open up through the shoulders, but also get into that really good part of the middle spine there. Okay, and keeping the legs where they are, I want you just to bring the upper arms up into a cactus position. So your elbows are sort of in line with your shoulder, and you're going to feel a slightly different stretch, a stretch that goes up through the tops of your chest. So just breathe into that, and you can close your eyes here. Okay, and then we're going to just do one more stretch, just bringing the hands now to rest underneath your neck. You can move your head back up to face the center now. Again, just a slightly different stretch. Just really opening up the chest here. Okay, and let's bring those hands back into the T shape. Core is strong as we lift the legs back up into the middle position, pulling that belly button towards the spine as we let the legs come over to the right, the head comes over to the left. And again, just notice your shoulders here. The left one probably is popping up slightly. Just breathe into it. Try and get some balance here, pulling that left shoulder down. And let's go for cactus arms, bringing the upper arms up, just making sure the elbows are up in line with the shoulders. Relax the hands. Just breathe into this stretch and it will get easier with time. Okay, and then let's bring the head up and the hands come down behind the neck. Just opening up a little bit further through the chest and through the shoulders. Very good, okay. You can release the arms all the way down. Engage the core as you bring the knees up towards you. You can give a nice big squeeze with a nice wide stance. Okay, release the legs down, untuck the shoulder blades, let the feet splay open, let your palms face up, come to close your eyes, and just bring all that attention down into your belly. And just notice how your belly fills with air as you inhale. And as you exhale, notice how the belly falls. And now I want you just to feel around the top of your body, with your mind, do a mental scan of your neck and your shoulders and your arms and your upper back, and just notice how they feel after that big stretch. And just feeling now with each breath a relaxation coming down all the way from the top of your head, down your neck, into your shoulders, your chest, down the arms, into the belly, the hips, the thighs, the calves, the heels, the toes. And just feel your body become heavy and start to sink further into the mat. And you can stay here for as long as you like. If you'd like to start the rest of your day, you can come to open your eyes nice and slowly. You can bring your feet together, bring your hands overhead, a nice big stretch throughout the whole body. And just bring those knees into the chest nice and wide. And when you're ready, just roll onto one side, coming all the way to seated. And that is your upper body stretch with a quick relaxation. I really hope you enjoyed that. And thank you so much for joining me as always. And I'll look forward to seeing you here next time.